So, some information about imaginary and irrational roots. If you are given an imaginary or irrational root, huh? Oh, sure. Thanks. Or irrational root, its conjugate is also automatically a root. Okay, so this is a big deal. If you're given one that's imaginary or irrational, right away its conjugate is also a 0, that it will not appear in the list. You need to put it in the list. Once you have your complete list, then the procedure is the same, but of course it's more complicated. So, we figured out so far, they already told me -5, so that's a normal number. That doesn't bring its partner to the party. It's only these weird ones, the irrational and the imaginary. So they told me 1 plus root 3 is a root, so 1 minus root 3 must also be a root. Okay? Now I have my 3 numbers. So, when I finish, what should the degree of my answer be? 3, right? Because I have 3 zeros, so when I multiply this all together, I should have some third degree polynomial. Now, this 0 of -5 came from what factor? X plus 5. That's easy. Unfortunately, these are a little bit more difficult. Okay, watch. This guy came from x minus both of these things, right? -1 minus root 3. Because if you were to set that equal to 0, you would have to add them both to the other side, and that's how you would get here. So try it with this one. Where did he come from?
-1.
It's still, yeah, it's still x minus 1, but now it's a plus root 3. That part is, it really stumps kids. But if you just take a second, and if I set just this last factor equal to 0, and I minus this over and added this over, I'd get right back to here. So it's helpful to just check yourself before you move on. You have to subtract both of these things, and that's how it ends up looking. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, same as last week, I'm going to multiply all this together. It's just now super annoying. So please take my advice. When you go to multiply these 3 together, leave the x plus 5 out of it for a second. Let's multiply these 2 things together, because what's going to happen is a whole bunch of things are going to cancel out. And it'll make my life way easier. And then I'll have some nice thing to multiply by x plus 5, and then I'll be done. Okay? So when I go multiply together, how many terms will there be before I combine my terms?
No, not 6.
4, not 5. Actually, no, okay, I'm gonna stop.
It's a 3 by 3.
9.
9. I'm going to have 9 things before I combine like terms and move things around, right? So, okay, stick with me here. I'm going to do x times all 3 of these. I'll do -1 times all 3, and then -root 3 times all 3. Annoying, yes, but not anything we're not capable of doing. So let's do x times all of this. That's x squared minus x plus x root 3. Right in the same line, just keep going. You -1 times all of this. -x plus 1 minus root 3. And then -root 3 times all that. -x root 3, positive root 3. Then what's -root 3 times positive root 3? -3. There's all of that. There should be terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, good. Now we're going to combine like terms. A whole bunch of things are going to cancel out. Hopefully. Let's see. I see a positive x root 3 and a minus x root 3. That's good. I see a minus root 3 and a positive root 3. And I don't see anything else. What's left is kind of nice. So I've got x squared minus 2x, and then a plus 1 minus 3 is a minus 2. And now I just have to divide that by x plus 5. But that's a lot better because now I don't have any of the irrational numbers. So when I do this, I should have how many terms before I... This should be 6. A 2 by 3, so there should be 6. And then when I combine all terms, I know I should be ending up with some third power because I had 3 answers. So let's see what happens. Go ahead and multiply those together. And see if you ended up